UFC Freedom 250. We are here. Okay. On to the first fight, Got a very good fight. No, let's go on to the first fight. Diego Lopez versus Steve Garcia. Steve Garcia. All right, 27-8, 19-5. Loss, win. Okay, guys. Let's break it down. Diego Lopez, brawler. Good pocket brawler. Looking to cruise into the pocket, right? Sneaky good counter striker. Um, let's see. Steve Garcia, awkward power striker. Okay, he's gonna be throwing bombs, and Diego's gonna be eating them on the chin. Do you think Diego Lopez goes out cold? That's the answer, guys. No, that's the question, and here's the answer. No, that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking Diego Lopez is gonna take some shots on the chin, eat them with the little whiskers he has, and just chin the bloke. You know what I mean? I mean, guys, he's been chinned twice. He got chinned twice in his career. Start of his career, went on a little win streak, but against who? David Onama, fucking Max Holloway victim himself. What's his name? Whoever he is, the old unk, I forgot. Anyway, David Onama. You think David Onama is that good of a win? You think David Onama is gonna get pieced up like Diego Lopez? You think Diego Lopez is gonna get pieced up like him? Hell no, bro. Diego Lopez, he's testing that chin, baby. He's testing that chin, dude. Yeah, I forgot to mention as well, dude. Two retard matches. All right, you got to think. He's a retard. He's a retard. Who do you think is more? Okay, they're both looking to fight like one. Who do you think's more of one, dude? Come on. You don't think Diego Lopez got that? Got that in him? Got that little bit of tism? Anyway, Bo Nickel versus Kyle Dawkins. He is a brother, I think. Convicted felon lookalike versus Hitler lookalike. Anyway, pretty okay records between them. Why is Bo Nickel here? You would ask. To that, I would say I don't know. But let's get on to it. Wrestler that fancies himself a striker, kinda, because he's a bot. Versus, I mean, he's okay, right, guys? Coming off the win against Michelle Pereira by knockout in the first round, pretty good. Slightly bigger, sneaky little grappler. You know what I mean? Do you think Bo Nickel's gonna shoot a takedown and try and get him down on the White House lawn, dude? Do you think he's gonna be like that? I don't think so, dude. And I'm thinking Kyle Dawkins could chin him on the feet, man. Could chin him on the feet. But then again, you think Kyle Dawkins is gonna live up to the occasion? But then again, Bo Nickel failed, you know what I mean? In his biggest fight ever against Rainier DeRitter, man. Got chinned to the ribs, bro. He Anyway. So, he's kind of built like Rainier DeRitter as well. I think I'm going to have to go with Kyle Dawkins, second round TKO. No. Bo Nickel, by decision. By unanimous decision, 2-1, Bo Nickel. Forgot to mention what I think is going to happen in this fight. Diego Lopez, second round nasty KO. All right. Mauricio Rufy versus Michael Chandler. We're speeding along, guys. We're speeding along. Mauricio Rufy, power striker, slick, like Conor McGregor, but not really. You know what I mean? Versus Michael Chandler, a bum, losing streak. You know what I mean? He knocked out. Who was even the last guy he knocked out? Tony Ferguson. And you know what? Tony Ferguson transferred his losing streak onto him, but also continued it himself. Do you think Michael Chandler's gonna catch him? That's all. That's all it is, right? Because Michael Chandler can't catch him. He's not winning because he's shit. Do you think Mauricio Rufy is bad enough to get caught by Michael Chandler? And more importantly, in the first round, because that's probably when it's going to happen. No. You know what? I think Mauricio Rufy flying KO, nasty, slime out cold, palms up in front of the U.S., on their lawn, in front of Trump, out cold. Fanboy of the U.S., out cold on its lawn. We're speeding along here, guys. Speeding along here. Josh Hockett versus Derek Lewis. Okay. Josh Hockett, his last fight, he fought against Chris Curtis. Absolute war. Best heavyweight fight of all time. 3 round war. Derek Lewis lost to the Cuban guy. Who the fuck knows? He lost to the Cuban guy by a pathetic, disgraceful, well, KO, technically. TKO, right, guys? 29-13-0, 1 no contest versus 9-0. Kind of green, but then again, kind of fat, kind of slow. Power there, but the ability to land it, not really there. So, how I think the fight's gonna go. You know what? I think he's smart enough to grapple, man. I think he's smart enough to come out there early grapple, but mainly, man, I think the speed early and the power. I don't think Derek Lewis is gonna like it, man. I think he's gonna give up. I think it's gonna be a TKO in the first round. I mean, not even really a TKO. Kind of gets hurt, gives up against the cage. I think Josh Hockett over preparing for the fight. Of course, there's always the chance Derek Lewis catches you on the chin coming in, or circling out and puts you out cold. But when's the last time he done it? Talish and Teixeira. You think Talish and Teixeira's on the same level as Josh Hockett? Fuck no. All right. On to America versus Canada. Sean O'Malley, best striker in the division, one of the best in the UFC. Outstruck Peter Yan, made him shoot takedowns. Say it what you will, who you think won that fight? Sean O'Malley outstruck him, okay? Versus Amian Zahabi. All right? Kind of looks like Ariel Hawani. Very big win streak. Kind of been iffy, but lost one recently. But coming off a win against Song Yadong, I think it was not close. I think he won the first and the third and lost the second, and it was not close at all. He won the first and the third clearly. Amian Zahabi, I actually think he won all of his fights. I don't think he lost to Jose Aldo, and I don't think he lost to Cheeto, okay? I think he did win both of those. I think it was very close, but I think he won. All right? Everything close doesn't mean you can just give it to whoever you want. Anyway, man, I think he's going to be cruising forward. Amian Zahabi is going to be cruising forward, slow as fuck, no power, feet planted still. Sean O'Malley's going to 1-2 down the middle, rock him, and then I think he's gonna rock him, drop him. I'm thinking a flurry, like he's kind of in half guard, bam, raining down blows, TKO. Third, second round, I could see it in the third. Cause dude, Sean O'Malley, underrated cardio, man. Pushed the third again in the Yan fight, arguably won. Say again, say it what you will, but he won the third in my eyes to win the fight. Dun 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 dun. The big bad fight, right? Because who the fuck thinks Gaethje's gonna win the main event? I'll give a little bit of a spoiler. All right, Alex Pereira versus Cyril Gane. Cyril Gane. Pretty similar records, basically the same. All right. So, yeah, obviously different careers, right? Alex Pereira, way better career, way more accomplished. Kickboxer, heavy power, in Alex Pereira. Cyril Gane, outside, explosive. He has an okay amount of power, right? Man, this is a tough one because, like, if Cyril wins, it's not going to be close, right? I mean, he's just going to dominate him. But, dude, man, if Alex wins, I don't know, man. It's going to be close. I'm going to have to go with Alex Pereira. Probably second, no, second round KO. I'd say second round KO. I think Cyril Gane's going to be looking real good early, guys. I think he's going to win the first round. I think he's going to come out there just like in the Tom Aspinall fight. I think he's going to come out there quick, popping a lot of jabs, moving backwards, hitting him with things he doesn't see coming, moving in quick right down the middle. Alex does have a problem with punches down the middle, and even Cyril Gane's hooks, man, they come in straight down the middle. I think people are not thinking about this fight as much, and I think it's going to be exactly the same as Khalil Roundtree versus Alex Pereira. In that fight, Khalil Roundtree knew that probably wasn't going to win, so he went out there early like Cyril Gane will, explosive, quick, trying to get him out of there early. Alex Pereira is going to weather the storm, and he's going to time him. He's going to figure out his style, and he's going to push him up against the cage and KO him. And he's going to dodge all of his punches like a maniac. No, Cyril Gane, he's not going to be able to dodge all his punches like he was in Matrix. Cyril Gane's as big as him. But it's going to be very similar to that. I really do believe. What's the odds? Dead even. Okay, Sean O'Malley's the. Okay, I've really been picking favorites. I've picked all the favorites. Ignore that, guys. I've really picked all the favorites. That's crazy. Let's get on to the main event. Damn, dude. Okay, if you don't see it, you don't see it in any of the promo, actually. They use old stock photos. Ilya Taporia looks way different now, and he's a lot bigger, different hairstyle. I mean, that doesn't matter, but bigger physique mainly. Do you think he's going to be slower with the bigger physique? Don't get me wrong, man. I think he's going to win. I think it's going to be first round slime out KO, okay? But do you think he's slower? I mean, on the counter, he could be slower. Because, dude, the power, man, it's going to stay the same no matter what size he is, right? Do you think he's going to be slower on the counters, in the pocket? I mean, who knows, man? You think Gaethje will be able to push him around, bully him? But no, I think it's going to be a slime out. I hope he does it worse than he got slimed out, and then Gaethje got slimed out by Max Holloway. But I don't think it's going to be like that. I think it's going to be, you know what? I think it's going to look like, you know how uh, Michael Johnson fell when he fought Gaethje when he fell up against the cage. I think it's gonna be like that. But instead of falling a lot to due to low kicks and uppercuts, he's gonna fall because he's out cold. It's gonna kind of be like that. I think it's gonna be a Golden Freddy KO. Okay, guys, I'm thinking stamp right there, Golden Freddy KO in the main event. I think it's gonna be up against the cage, Gaethje out cold in a sitting position. And I have one more thing to talk about. The rain. That could play a big component in these fights. Okay, if it starts raining in the middle of these fights, his advantage goes up. You know what I mean? I mean he has a higher chance of winning in the rain. I'd actually say it's pretty even on that because let's be honest, is Ilya training in the rain? Probably not. I mean, Eamon Zahavi, same thing. It's going to be more of an advantage for him. Derek Lewis, same thing, more of an advantage for him. Michael Chandler, same thing. I mean, these are two retards, but and here's my last question, and my only question. Do you guys think any of the fights actually change in the outcome if it starts raining or you know gets really hot? Maybe the sun's right over them. Do you guys think the environment will play any factor in these fights, or do you think these fights are so one sided? I mean, seriously, this you know what this fight card reminds me of? The Netflix MMA card. Okay, hold on a minute. I'm cooking or what? Netflix MMA card right here. Anyway, guys, that's gonna do it for the video. Have a good one, and I'll try to post on Saturday. I'll try to post on Saturday. Potential video idea. Okay, retard maxing. What do you guys think of that? What do you guys think of that? Actually, I have to change the title of the video. Disabled maxing. Okay, disabled maxing tier list. UFC, disabled UFC maxing tier list. Something like that. You know what I mean? A combination of those words. Anyway, have a good one and goodbye.